Today's topic is about cardiac troponins. So, troponin are specific marker for myocardial infarction. Measurement of cardiac troponin has become the main test for early detection of an ischemic episode and in monitoring the patient, particularly of myocardial infarction or the heart attack. The troponin complex consists of the three components. So it is made up of troponin C, that is called calcium binding subunit, troponin I, that is actomyosin ATPase inhibitory subunit, and troponin T, that is tropomyosin binding subunit. So simple, you have to remember troponin is of a three variety: troponin C, I, and T. Further, troponin I is encoded by three different genes, giving rise to three isoforms. The slow and fast moving forms are skeletal variety, while cardiac isoform is specific for the cardiac muscle. The cardiac isoform of cardiac troponin T and cardiac troponin I are mainly 95%, means most of them are located in myofibrils, and the remaining 5% that is in cytoplasmic. Circulating isoform may be ternary complex, means three different molecules combine and making a ternary complex, or sometimes binary complexes of free subunits of I and T. So mostly circulating isoform is many times in a combination form of I and T. They are generally identified and quantitated by immunological reactions like ELISA method or immunoturbidimetry. Same method can be utilized for the different estimation method. Now, troponin are seen in skeletal and cardiac muscle but not in smooth muscles. So you have to remember it is mostly found in skeleton and cardiac muscles only. Troponin I is elevated into the blood within 4 hours after the onset of symptoms of myocardial infarction or ischemia. So particularly myocardial ischemia, that is the first event, then infarction is occurring. So within 4 hours that troponin I level is increased, peak at 14 to 24 hours, and the remains elevated for 7 to 10 days post infarction. So it is remain elevated for longer duration. So many time a past event of heart attack, even though this test will come positive. Therefore cardiac troponin I is very useful as a marker at any time interval after the heart attack. It is not increased in muscle injury, whereas CKMB may be elevated in muscle injury. So it is more better test as compared to the CKMB. The initial increase is due to liberation of cytoplasmic fraction, and sustained elevation is due to the release from the myofibril. So we have seen that only 5% in cytoplasmic and 95% in myofibril. So initially it is released from cytoplasmic, but it is remain elevated due to damage of the myofibrils. Serum level of troponin T increase within 6 hours of myocardial infarction. That is another variant of the troponin T, that is quite different from the troponin I. So troponin T increase within 6 hours, peak at 24 hours, and then remain elevated up to 10 to 14 days. So it is same troponin I, it is troponin T also remain elevated. Reference level in adults. Troponin T is about 0 to 0.1 nanogram per ml, or otherwise 0 to 0.1 microgram per liter. And for the troponin I, you have to remember 0 to zero point 0.4 nanogram per ml or 0 to zero point 0.4 microgram per liter. That is the reference level. Reference value may slightly vary in accordance with the method used as well as the equipment used. So mostly 0 to 0.4 for the trop I you have to remember. Serial estimation of cardiac troponins are done in any patients reporting with symptoms to the emergency clinic. Now, even without ECG changes, the present day protocol is to assay troponins immediately on reaching the emergency room, then at 3 hours, 6 hours and 12 hours interval. An increased blood value of troponin is the confirmation that patient has a myocardial infarction. Troponin estimation could detect the myocardial infarction even before ECG changes are noticed. Now, apart from that, troponin, there is a further variant, that is high sensitivity cardiac troponin. So, elevated cardiac troponin which we have seen that troponin I level indicate cardiac injury including acute coronary syndrome, ACS, acute myocardial infarction, that is AMI, stroke, pulmonary embolism, sepsis, acute perimyocarditis, acute heart failure, and tachycardia. In all these conditions, there is a chances of elevated cardiac troponin. Therefore, more specific tests are needed to identify myocardial infarction. Assay of high sensitivity troponins, that is HS cardiac troponin T and HS high sensitivity cardiac troponin I, will help earlier detection of myocardial ischemia since they are more sensitive and can be detected at much lower concentration. So, the higher sensitivity of this assay has allowed for improved identification of patients with acute myocardial infarction presenting in the first 3 hours following onset of symptoms. Even small increase are associated with a higher risk of death and other adverse outcomes. Increase may not be seen in patient present 24 hours after development of symptoms. It is for the high sensitivity marker. It should be remembered that HS high sensitivity cardiac troponin T value increase with increasing age, especially at ages more than 60 years and also in patient with the impaired renal function. So that all some limitation of high sensitivity cardiac troponin T, trop I is and trop T are more important, but there are some other condition in which they are also increasing. Further, cardiac troponin elevation at lower concentration than the 99th percentile value used for the myocardial infarction diagnosis may identify patients who have not had an myocardial infarction but still have a risk of having an adverse cardiac event. So simple elevated troponin is related any adverse cardiac event. So you have to remember that cardiac troponin is very good marker for any cardiac disease, particularly myocardial infarction.